Honestly, it feels like it's been so long since I've done a get ready with me. Today I'm basically just doing very natural, everyday makeup look. I always like to start with the eyebrows because I feel like your eyebrows can really make or break your whole look since they frame the face. My eyebrows are a tiny bit outgrown at the moment, but I'm also too lazy to do anything about that, so it's fine. The next thing that I'm gonna do is curl my eyelashes and put on some mascara. Honestly, I feel like if you don't have that much time in the morning, doing this really opens up your eyes and makes it look like you put in a little bit of effort, even though nowadays I barely wear makeup just because after COVID, I kind of realized that makeup takes a lot of time and I don't see people enough to feel like the effort is justified. But at the same time, I feel like it's really important to just look good for yourself as well, if that's something that you want to do. Personally, I find that it boosts my confidence if I happen to do my makeup or dress a certain way. I just like to feel pretty and that makes me feel more confident and happy. But at the same time, I don't want to be dependent on all these things. Like, I still want to find value myself, whether my face is caked or not, you know? I feel like something that I've really been working on is just being able to forgive myself and love myself regardless of what state I am, whether I literally have 40 hours of phone time a week, which is abysmal. I kind of learned that you don't need to beat yourself up over it. Just recognize that it's a problem and being able to make a plan to get yourself away from that state. I think recently something that I really struggled with working from home is that I've lost my sense of routine. Like, I just wake up at 5:45 because my workday starts at 6 a.m. and then work and then go on my phone, maybe go to the gym and sleep. And honestly, that makes me feel really shitty about myself. I feel super unproductive and kind of feel like I'm wasting the time that I have back at home. Also, I just smushed mascara on my hand, but I don't have any tissues around me. So you know what? Let me grab a tissue for this. Recently I had a talk with one of my mentors, so someone that I really respect, and the outcome of our conversation was that in order to really love yourself and forgive yourself and move forward with your life, you need to internalize your locus of self-worth, which essentially means that whatever validation you need to feel good about yourself should be found within yourself. And this is something that I've struggled with for a long time because I think in high school I was your classic overachiever. I really found a lot of validation in the schoolwork that I was doing, and it was something that I really enjoyed and something that I found a lot of self-value in. And when I got to university, I think my work habits really suffered and I was no longer the star student that I had tied so much of my identity with. I remember last time when I moved away from home for the first time, I actually really struggled because I felt like I didn't have an identity. I was no longer an awesome student. I didn't know who I was anymore. I derived so much of my self-worth and my value was no longer present in my life, and that was something that I really struggled with. I also felt kind of isolated, living away from home for the first time, but these days, even though I'm on co-op and working from home, something that I'm struggling with is feeling like my life is kind of just going by and I'm not being productive enough, or I'm just wasting time. And though much of it is true, I spend an ungodly amount of time scrolling through my phone, and that's really something that I'm working on to address and fix. But I think a lot of it just comes down to being able to assess your situation, knowing that something's wrong, and being able to take the steps to dig yourself out of the hole that you've dug without beating yourself up. So addressing that there's a problem, but also that you are worthy of self-love, and we all make mistakes, but as long as we recognize that things might not be ideal and we take steps towards it, then you don't need to feel bad about yourself. Just some thoughts, you know? I recently bought this blush from Winners. It's the BUXOM Wanderlust primer-infused blush in the shade Seychelles, and honestly I love it so much. It smells like coconuts and the pigment's really cute. As you can see, it's a pretty light makeup look today. I just did my eyes. I'm gonna apply a little bit of eye glitter because I honestly love this stuff so much. Barely have any left, but I try to order some online soon. Just like do the nose a little bit. And let's finish everything off with this PERIPERA Ink Mood Drop. Yeah, ink drop, wait. And we're gonna finish off today's look with this Ink Mood Drop Tint by PERIPERA. And just gonna apply that. And with that, we are all done today's makeup look. Like I said a bunch of times, it's very natural and everyday. So without any further ado, let's head to the cafe.